Morning all. It is Friday the 18th of March 2022, 20 to 10 in the morning. I did a video this morning at 6:45 in the morning, if I remember rightly, or 7:45, 7:30. Get it right eventually. And I stated that it was an alarming amount of air traffic across the sky for there's an interesting one taking an interesting route. This is the second or third one I've seen do this morning. That's come across from a certain angle, and then all of a sudden gone, shit, I'm not supposed to be going that way. I better do a quick turn to the left. It's very, very bizarre activity. Almost like they have to go to a rendezvous point, or is it more to do with the fact that those two wanted to cross? Probably more to do with the fact that those two wanted to cross. But I get the feeling these planes are literally whizzing back and forward across the country because they turn up in the same amounts over and over and over again. Loads of them at once, then you won't see any for a little while, then there's loads at once. And for a day where there's supposedly supposed to be unbroken sunshine all day, that is a clear chemtrail. No doubt about it. The rest people will argue are contrails. I would argue the toss that they're not, because I can see little bits of wispy clouds that are being left behind. And that is clear evidence of a chemtrail, simple as that. I've seen various ones spluttering, and here we go, here's one over my head as we speak, leaving a very clear chemtrail in the sky. So where they're getting these forecasts from of unbroken cloud, etc., etc. I mean, I can see all the white in the sky now. It's building up. I mean, it's been a non-stop assault yet again, using their clever little contrail tactic. Although, as the day's going on, probably because there's more shit in the air, they're showing up more and more and more. I mean, look how long that one is, for example. Look how long that one is. Why is there 1, 2, 3 in a line all across here? I mean, how many can I see in the sky now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One with no trail weirdly coming up here straight towards me. 8, 9, 10. It's an excessive amount of planes in the sky again. All at once, all turning up en masse. And here we have a large plane and another large plane over there. No trail. This is not a figment of my imagination, people, and I can assure you this goes on pretty much every day nowadays, and it's excessive, and there's no way that there are this many planes whizzing around this world at any given time for no reason. Like, this is geoengineering at its worst. Like I say, they've kind of made it normal now by doing it every single day. But why on earth, let's have a look at these three in a line, for example. Why on earth would there be 1, 2, 3 in a line right next to each other if this is normal traffic travelling across the sky? There's no way they fly around as close as this to each other all the time. They never used to. The last year or so, it's been absolutely insane, and it's been like this pretty much every day. And strangely, the sky has been pretty much grey every single day. Obviously, they can't cope with having no clouds in the sky, so they need to make sure they create a few, don't they? For some fucking unknown reason. For some unknown reason, it's impossible to leave the fucking skies alone. We have no idea why. Why they're so obsessed. Well, we do have reasons. We do have plenty of ideas why they're so obsessed. This is off the charts. And whilst I get that that plane that's just come across there is a little bit lower in the sky than the rest of them, still doesn't explain why there's nothing, no trail. And I've seen plenty at fucking the same heights as these ones are flying by, leave no trail as well. So that tells me that all planes can quite happily fly along the sky leaving no trail, and yet they don't. And you can tell they're all spraying all sorts of different things in the sky, because look, that one's leaving a massive line, that one's leaving a massive line, that one behind it is a short line, that one's a short line. These two coming up here are massive lines. Some of them will stay in the sky, some of them won't. And this one that's just come across the sky has now decided I need to take a random turn and go all the way around the hill. Look, this is why I know what I'm talking about, because I spend an awful lot of time watching what they're up to. So now, why would this plane that came across low, come across in one direction, and then all of a sudden do a right angle turn and fly all the way along the valley? Because look, that's going to go all the way around the valley. Look. This is what they do. This is not planes just going from A to B, is it, people? Right. And there's another one randomly flying over the top of me, no trail whatsoever. And yet all his mates are leaving trails left, right and centre. Explain that. All you amazing aeronautic people who seem to know all the answers to every fucking question. Doesn't make sense, does it? I wonder where he's going to go. Is he going to take a random turn again? So this plane here, look, this low down plane here that I'm looking at just across the chimney tops. I'll zoom in so you can see it. Wherever it is. Should be about there somewhere. Over those two chimneys. Should be just up there somewhere. That plane literally came from over there, came straight over the top of me, got to, I don't know, middle of town, and has banged. Look, he's gone more than 90 degrees back on himself. Like, that's not going from A to B to an airport, is it? That's doing something very bizarre. And I see this plane an awful lot doing this. This same plane travels very low across the sky, zigzagging everywhere. Oh, look at these lot. This is not natural flight paths, people. Look at them. They're literally following each other. They're zigzagging everywhere. There's no reason for this behaviour unless it's something very, very dubious, which it is. It's geoengineering, this. Simple as that, people. You may not be able to see the clouds at the moment. However, I guarantee you there is stuff being left in the sky. Well, there you go. I mean, there's one, for example. That is a very clear chemtrail. That over there is a very clear chem cloud. I'm sure this sky is nowhere near as blue as it was this morning. Like I say, I've probably seen today 50, 60, 70 planes, and it's only 9:30 in the morning. Since what, 7:30 this morning? That's a bit extreme, don't you think? Right. A tiny, tiny bit of sky. This is not like the whole country by any stretch, is it? A tiny, tiny bit of sky. And you can say, all right, you've got Liverpool, Manchester, Leeds airports around. Yes, I agree. There's also RAF bases. Still, these planes aren't all going there, are they? And like I say, why are they all in the sky all at once? And how come invariably we end up with a grey sky after these fuckers have been through? Is it coincidence? Are there hundreds of patents for this technology? Yes. Are they spraying today something to intensify the sun's heat, possibly to push the global warming agenda? Quite likely. Because one thing I will tell you about this sun in the sky is it's no longer yellow like it used to be. It's very, very white. There has to be a reason for that as well. Like I say, I'm pretty sure it has a lot to do with the amount of traffic that's in the sky, which is almost non-stop nowadays. There's no way there's this many people flying around the world all the time. Absolutely no way. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Peace and love.